Next thing we're going to do, once I've got all the bolts except the one mounting bolt up here off the top, is I'm going to go and I'm going to try and get this bracket right off right here, which requires you to remove these 3 bolts. There's 1, 2, and then 1 on the bottom. And then there's a mount sitting in there. I'll show you here in just a second. A mount sitting right there, and it's got I believe it's 2 15mm bolts, one right there and one back there. And you remove those and you'll get that bracket out of the way, so it'll be easier to pull down the transmission. Once you've got everything done up here on the top, the next thing you're going to want to do is raise the vehicle. And it's very dark outside, so this could be hard to see, but I'll show you here in just a second. Alright guys, and once you've got it up jacked up here, and I know it's not the best jack stand job you've ever seen, but next thing you're going to do is take both the wheels off, and then we'll start to get the axles out. Alright, and once you've got your wheel off and you're where I'm at right now, the next thing we're going to want to do is we'll remove the 2 castle nuts with the cotter keys in there. You'll take a pair of dikes and just wiggle those cotter pins out. And then I believe this one's a 14, and I believe that one under there is a 17mm. And once you take those off, you can swing the knuckle out and remove the axle. And first, I forgot to tell you right here, you also have the axle nut, which if it's a Civic, I believe it's a 32mm. And once you get that removed and those 2 castle nuts I told you about, then you should be able to just swing the knuckle and pull the axle out. And let's take a look when I get done with it, and then I'll show you and we'll make it easier for you. Alright, so you've got all those bolts off. The next challenge you got here is removing the lower control arm from the knuckle where the ball joint kind of connects them. What I'm going to do is I'm going to swing a hammer and hopefully should break it loose. If not, I will have a link that'll take you to the other video that'll show you how to break these loose with a special tool. So just look for that link. It should be up right now. And once you get all this done, we're going to pry the axle over here. We're going to pry it and break it loose from the transmission. Alright, and once you've broken your ball joint nut loose there, we're now onto the axle itself, which is still connected to the transmission. Alright, and as you can see here, there will be a little lip right back here. What you're going to do is take a big screwdriver or pry bar and just kind of stick it back there and wedge, and it'll pop right out. Alright, and once you've got your axle out, you can see there, should be able to see here the axle's hanging and back in there. Oh, I can't get it. There you go. The axle is out. Once you've got that out, we're going to go ahead and just drain the rest of what's in the transmission. Honestly, I should have probably did that before I pulled the axle out, but it's okay either way. And a good thing to check before you pull the axle out is the axle seal, if it's damp or anything, because that would indicate a axle seal leak. So if you do have that, go ahead and get you a new set of axle seals and replace those while you're here. Alright guys, and the next thing we will be doing is taking off this this shift bar right here, and I'm choosing to take the middle bar off right there where I'm pointing at, and then I will take the other bar, which is that bar, off by the transmission. And I know that is not the best way to do it, but for the sake of how things look and my know-how, that's just how I'm gonna do it, and we'll show you here once we get it off.